Visual logic maps are a note-taking tool that we use to help the students be a little bit less intimidated by the big scary concepts being presented in their textbooks. Basically what we do is we tell the students to map out everything that they've learned in the textbooks kind of systematically using a set of symbols. And what we want them to do is look at the textbook and be able to identify different types of information that are being presented to them, like whether they're being presented with a property of something or a type of something or the parts of something. And we give them different visual symbols to use to show these things on their visual maps.
I think science is difficult for students because a lot of concepts in science are intangible. And so chemistry, you can't see chemistry. You see symbols and you see all of that, but you can't touch it. And so I think that's a concept that's difficult for students.
They don't really know how to break that information down into more manageable pieces. And they see all of the information in these textbooks, it's just in these big paragraphs, just full of words, and they don't know how to really go and dive into it and break it down into things that they can kind of handle more easily. We really need to make the subject matter more accessible to the students. We need to give them the appropriate tools to approach the text and approach their lectures and kind of grasp littler bits of information instead of trying to grab the whole big picture at once.
I think it's important for students and educators alike to understand that building on top of previous knowledge not only helps to solidify connections between topics, but also to build confidence between students.
The visual learning maps have really helped to solidify my knowledge of chemistry by reintroducing me to how things are connected and showing me new ways that things are connected. I love the visual learning maps because you can draw connections between things that you never would have thought were related before. And I think that they have a major advantage over taking pages of notes, because with several pages of linear notes you have information presented at the beginning and information presented at the end and no real way to link them. But with the visual learning maps, when everything is presented on one piece of paper, we can make fantastic connections between things that are all the way over here and things that are all the way over here. And so we can take those different bits of knowledge that may not have seemed to be connected initially and really show how they fit together.